Genius is common. My genius is creativity. I am your boy, man, DoItAll from that legendary hip-hop group, Lords of the Underground. And they call me DoItAll Dupré, man, from that group. You know, L.O.T.U.G, man. You live for the funk, you die for the funk.
That's what's up.
You already know how it goes down, man. Please discover your genius, man, because it's common. You know what I mean? And you have to understand who you are, what you are. And by understanding that, you understand your genius.
Absolutely,
you
absolutely.
know?
I like how you call yourselves, you name yourselves the Lord of the Undergrounds. What does that mean, basically, to people that don't know?
You got to understand, like, when we come from in Newark, New Jersey, and our DJ is from Cleveland, Ohio, we feel like, you know, it's so many vices that keep you trapped inside the neighborhood. There's so many vices and just like vice grips. Even if you look at our logo, we're gonna put that up too. If you look at our logo, it's a fist that is grasping an arrow, but the arrow looks like it's upside down.
Wow.
You know, but what we were saying, we was escaping through that fist.
Wow.
Traveling that path, that road. And then you look at the end of the triangle. It was
symbolism.
Triangles. It was similar to the pyramid. We were saying we was escaping to that power, representing that pyramid being that power, being our escapism.
Absolutely.
You know, when you grow up, and that's when I was a teenager. You know, so that was my mentality then. And the reason why I say then is because when you grow up in the neighborhoods that we grew up in the urban communities where hip hop thrives at, we always want to make it out.
Absolutely.
You know, we want to make it out.
Absolutely.
And what I've noticed as I've gotten older is we shouldn't want to make it out. We should want to make where we come from better. So we need to come and plant seeds, and that takes genius.
Absolutely.
You know, we want to come plant seeds and make that place better so people won't want to make it out. They will want to add on and make this a beautiful place, make this a place for thriving geniuses.
Absolutely. And one thing that we appreciate about the Lords of the Underground is the fact that you guys were conscious. You know, you brought the conscious hip hop.
You know
what I'm saying?
A
lot of people say that. I mean, in terms of just really, like even the word Lords of the Underground.
Yeah.
Were you owning that ship of the Lordship?
Still owning it.
It's still owning it. You feel me?
But I think when you say conscious,
okay,
you know, it just gives you know how underground started with the
got you, the connotation.
You know, it kind of makes people think like, oh, these are the smart guys.
Right.
And yes, you know, it's cool to be that
absolutely,
type of dude.
absolutely.
Or those type of dudes. We was just saying that, you know, we talk
knowledge of self. Knowledge of self.
There you go. We talk differently, we walk differently.
Right.
But we was from those same neighborhoods. We just said that we have enough violence, we have enough guns, we have enough negativity, but that's not the only thing in our neighborhoods.
Right.
You know, it's not only robbing and stealing in our neighborhoods. The same guy that I live next to that carries a gun will be that same guy that'll help your mother or an old person across the street.
Amen.
So what we
Don't
said,
judge.
the Lords of the Underground, is we wanted to show the things that the neighborhood also does, but don't really talk about. And we went to school. You know, we went to Shaw University in North Carolina. Shout out to all my Alpha Phi Alpha brothers. So we had a different understanding when we got in front of those cameras. We were representing hip hop. So one thing that we didn't want to do is we didn't want to come across as ignorant, because hip hop was always getting a bad rap anyway. Pun intended.
No pun intended. Oh, pun intended.
You know
okay,
what I mean?
That's what's up.
So
okay.
we wanted to show them that no, this is hip hop as well.
Right.
You know, and that's what hip hop was so great back then to me, because you had so many choices, not the false choices that you get today, where I put 5 things on the table that are already pre-picked, and I tell you to choose. That's a false choice, because you already pre-picked.
Right.
Those 5 choices are your choices anyway, so it doesn't matter which one I pick, because I still would choose something that you want me to choose.
Pretty Machiavellian. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm feeling that.
But in the 90s, there was no false choices. You know, everything. They didn't know what hip hop was capable of. They said that it would be over 10 years after it was created. They didn't realize that it wasn't the demise of hip hop, it was the demise of R&B and other things that suffered. So, you know, they tried to kill hip hip-hop. They didn't kill hip-hop. They just kind of rerouted it and was misled
There you go.
Sometimes you can be misled down the wrong road.
There you
It doesn't
go.
mean you're a bad person,
Right.
because as long as there's knowledge out there,
Mm-hmm.
you can always still, knowledge is infinite, so you can always unlearn and relearn and
Right.
rethink.
What I appreciate about y'all is that, before we wrap it up, what I appreciate about y'all is the fact that, like with the X-Clan and, you know what I mean, and Chuck D and just different ones, you were storytellers. And a lot of rappers these days, or MCs or whatever, don't do too much storytelling. And that's what I think they need to bring back.
Yeah, I agree. With storytelling comes information. So you have to keep feeding them information. I just believe the way you are taught, the way you learn something is the way that you teach it.
True.
So
True.
if us and we as OGs in the neighborhoods, it wasn't a lot of social media, so we had to talk to the OGs. Back then, the OGs would tell us, look, homie, don't do what I'm doing.
That's right.
I want you to do this, I want you to do that. So we were able to tell those stories. I grew up on, where we created hip hop from the culture we lived through, its elements.
Right.
So we talked about, graffiti artists, they painted their lives, they painted messages, they told the story of what was going on inside our culture. The DJ, he blended the sounds that formed our culture.
Wow.
The B-boys and B-girls, they gave you the fashion, they showed you how
That's
we
right.
dressed, and they showed you how we danced and
That's
how
right.
we moved to the sounds.
That's right.
And the MC, he narrated the culture, and I think that those elements are not being used to make hip-hop anymore. So you have to almost ask yourself, is it still really hip-hop? And some will say yes, some will say no. But I give you this example. If I was making pizza in a pizzeria, and I no longer use tomato sauce, and I no longer use dough or mozzarella
or cheese,
is it still a pizza?
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right,
all I
right,
ask,
right.
I don't have anything against the young boys out there.
Sure.
I salute you, for being people getting out of your situation. But what I do notice as being an artist is that whether we want to or not, you have that platform. When you're put on that platform and you're put on that stage, it is now your responsibility to say something. Say something to the culture. Say something for the culture, because hip-hop has always been a voice for the unheard, a voice for the voiceless. So if you're not saying anything that we cannot, because some of them can't say it, and when you get an opportunity to say it and you're still not saying it, then who does that make you really?
Yeah.
Are you really speaking for us?
That's a very good point. That's a very good
so-
point. So where could people book you? Like colleges, universities,
Definitely,
institutions?
man, you can get at us, Lords of the Underground. You can get at us at book L.O.T.U.G, and all of that is the
Spell that out for us.
the letters of Lords of the Underground. That's L.O.T.U.G, Lords of the Underground. So book L.O.T.U.G@gmail.com.
Sounds
or
good.
and just put Do It All in the subject.
Okay.
Or you can get directly at me on my Instagram, and that's Do It All, just like it sounds. Then DU. So it's Do It All Do. At Do It All Do on Instagram,
Sounds good.
Facebook, Twitter, and all of that.
Well, on behalf of the Geniusiscommon movement, we want to thank you for this, interview. We want to thank you for your presentation, and God bless and keep doing people's work.
I appreciate y'all, man. And remember, man, you are genius.
That's right. That's what's up.